Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And it's a Friday. Yay for Friday. For some of us, for others, it's a Monday. So let's yay for today just because we can choose how we want to move into this day. Sometimes it helps to be verbal with that choice so that it gets our mind and everything else in line with that. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, Marissa. So, interesting message this morning. I did look at the cards first because it's funny. Well, not really funny. There was a theme. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Laura. Thank you all for tuning in. Ronnie, hello. You're up. There was a theme already happening in just my quiet time, and yesterday I went up to the cabin where the paint and sip retreat is going to be held to just work out some details, make sure I could get things working for audio-visual stuff and sleeping arrangements, because it's not a huge cabin, but it is a nice, cozy cabin with some gorgeous views. And as we were driving up, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Marissa. So as we were driving up, you know, it's spring now, and in the mountains there's patches of snow and I was thinking how much I did not like this time of year in the mountains when, good morning, great morning, Susan, when there's some snow and some spring activity as well. And mainly because it's one of two things. I either want full-blown spring and all the flowers and stuff, or I want full-blown winter and snow. And this in-between time is that time of transition. And for me, it just always felt kind of sad, just a little uncomfortable. And that really brought me to where we are many times when we transition in life, when we do things that are shifting us. And truly, these paint and sip retreats are going to be catalysts. That I know in my heart, for us to do some things in life that we've needed to do, we've wanted to do, changes we've needed to make, and we've hesitated because change we view is uncomfortable. It's good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Debbie. And one of the people that's attending the paint and sip. Change we view as scary because it's the unknown, and so we tend to dig in and resist a bit. Excuse me. But the reality is if you can embrace it, even with just your voice, your heart doesn't have to be behind it yet, because you will get there. You dig in your heels less, you have less resistance, and so it happens more smoothly, and change is how we grow. And geez Louise, if we're not here for growth, I don't know what we're here for. So the cards really played this out this morning, and so it's always fun to see that. So let's get into what the universe had for us. The first card I drew was from Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle, and it says, time to go. Time to leave situations behind you, time to leave old patterns behind you. Sometimes it's time to leave friends. The reality is friendship is a need-based thing. Everybody is always changing, and we don't always change in the same direction, which is a good thing. And so if you can allow friends to leave without rancor and allow them, love them anyway, even if they're upset about what's going on in this change, it allows room for new people to come in that can support you in the newness of who you are. And so there's always things in life we're shedding. We shed our hair, we shed our skins, we shed friends, we shed homes, we shed husbands sometime. So everything is changing always. So the reality is if we keep digging in our heels, it's like, gosh, it just makes life that much harder. Last year, my word for the year was ease. I choose ease. My mantra was, I release physical dysfunction, I release mental strife, I release all forms of struggle in every area of my life. And things got better in so many realms. Physically, I got so much better. I actually ended up pain-free, and for the most time. You know, I'm up in years, so there definitely are moments of pain, but I can sit cross-legged on the floor now. I haven't done that in 30 plus years because it just hurt too bad. Now I can do it. So it's never too late to jump into changes, embrace them, even in the fear. I drew a healing room oracle card for myself this morning, and the message was courage. And it does take courage to embrace change. So if you don't feel real courageous about it, connect, ask your higher power to help give you some guidance and help you to exercise the courage you need to step into the newness of you in this springtime, what you're blossoming into, what you're morphing into as the butterflies come out of their cocoon. And when you do that, I pulled Archangel Tarot cards, Archangel Jophiel, and it said, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of difficult situation. So choose ease in stepping into the changes that are happening, and it becomes much more easily done and much less difficult to take care of that change, to let those people go that need to go, that no longer serve you, to step into a new way of viewing yourself with greater love and compassion. And in every change, I invite you to ask your Creator to help you grow that aspect as well. There's no downside to beating yourself up. We are quite proficient at that, I must say. We're much less proficient at boosting ourselves. Good morning, Maggie. It's probably, let me see. It's about noon there, right? Did we decide you were 6 hours ahead of us? Maggie's in Ireland. I'm coming. One of these days I'll be there. So embrace the change, allow yourself to exercise the courage you need, and what comes from that, King of Michael, principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. You no longer have to create for someone else who you think they want you to be. Be honest in your communication. Honestly, I ask Creator often when I am, good morning, Dara, my other Irish friend. I just told Maggie, I'm coming. I don't know when exactly, but I put it out there, and I really have always wanted to visit Ireland, and I will be doing that as soon as the universe presents me with that opportunity. So any change takes courage, and when you do that, you're often leaving difficulties behind, but it doesn't necessarily come easily, so you want to choose ease in it, ask for direction in it, and allow the difficult situation to leave. You're going to need insights and wisdom, and again, ask for that from the higher power, because that's where it's at. That's the point of tuning in, so that we can have that extra guidance, that magic. It is magic. It is the energy of love and guidance and creativity and victory over things that we've struggled with. Ask for insights how you can release within you that tendency to discount yourself, beat yourself up, think poorly of yourself. Pay attention to that background tape. Ask to be made aware of that. You'll be amazed at how much negative reinforcement you give yourself and how very little positive reinforcement you give yourself. I am, that being in mind, last year, one of the things I gave up when I decided to choose ease was dieting. I had been on a diet for 47 years. And I just went, I'm done. I am done with this. And every time I panic about weight, I choose ease. I choose ease. Now, I will tell you, I gained 12 pounds last year. But the world didn't come to an end, believe it or not. And truly for me, that was like the thing, as long as I could remember, from a very small child, that was the biggest thing wrong with me. And so anyway, giving that up, and then I expected to gain weight, and lo and behold, I did. So this year, a friend started the new Weight Watchers, and yeah, that was the diet I started at age 13, Weight Watchers. So I have been very resistant over the years to even consider that. So she, who has struggled mightily with her weight, has done just incredible. And so it gave me the impetus to go, okay, I'm going to try this. And it is really easy, but here was the mindset that went with that. I started feeling like, oh, well, if it's easy, it's not going to work for me. I'm not going to, Yes, Susan is a health coach, and she lost a lot of weight, and it really is looking wonderful and helping other people to do that. But you have to get your mind in the game too. And I realized I was going, gee, if it's easy, it's really probably not going to work for me. I'm just too hard. I've been on too many diets. Now my body's resistant. And that became prominent in my thought, and which is not true. I've been losing for the last 3 weeks. Last week I did go up a half a pound. Really no real reason. Easter I did fine. I stayed within the points, but that really threw me and got me in that thought pattern. Well, I weighed on Wednesday, and I was already below my lowest weight again. So it's getting your mind in line with what you want. And how you do that is you pay attention to your thoughts. Be willing to let go of those limiting thoughts and beliefs, and be willing to entertain new ones, even when it looks kind of scary. Because like I said again, change is always a bit scary to us. Even when we can choose to know that everything works for our highest and best good and is always leading us to our best path. So pay attention to your thoughts. Be willing to jump into the change that is right before you. Ask for the courage you need to do that. And because the truth is you're never going to stay the same. Change is going to happen. Change, death, and taxes. 3 things you can count on. So resisting it just makes it take that much longer, makes it that much more difficult than it has to be, and keeps you in a place of stagnancy where you don't have to be. So exercise courage, be ready to take on the beauty of what's coming for you, and pay attention to those underlying or subconscious thoughts so that you can start changing them and start, when you hear those limiting beliefs, say cancel, and consciously replace it. Good morning, Kristen. With a thought that you would rather be entertaining instead of something that's giving you grief all the time. So consider what changes you know are standing right in front of you, changes that you're pushing against, you're resisting, you're procrastinating about, and ask for the courage, the help you need from your higher power to jump in and do it anyway. And remember, it is time to go. You can stand there, you can ruminate about it, or you can go, I'm ready. Give me the courage, the humility, the different perspective of how fun that change can be, the beautiful growth it's going to bring within you, and the understanding that all things always work together for your highest and best good. And it is so much easier if you allow your higher power to work with you. So this was a really fun message for a Friday. So excited for you all who are losing weight. It feels great. I'm down 30 pounds. Yay, Talina. Good for you. It does feel great. And we have to get our mind around it too by keeping vision in our, like doing a vision board and making it part of what you want to have in your life so that you can see it regularly, the things that you want. We do have to get our mind behind the physical changes we're making. Right, Susan? I know you are so good at doing that with your clients. Excuse me, I think it's a little springtime stuff. I do get my 1 teaspoon of honey in the morning, but there must be something out there, maybe a grass, that the bees aren't pollinating that is causing me a little extra drainage this morning. Anyway, stand in your power, allow yourself to move forward in victory instead of, good morning, Chanel. Yep, don't have my glasses on. Something I probably should quit resisting is getting glasses. I just don't like them, so I can take off reading glasses. I have had glasses in the past. So good morning, Andrew. Anyway, engage in what's going to create your life better, more healthful, more joyful, and in the transition that is inevitable. So give yourself permission to go more easily through the transitions that are standing in front of you. I'm Victoria Savage, your wisdom guided oracle, Nurse Savage, on your side. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you Monday. And by the way, if you're living in the Treasure Valley, I do have a couple spots left on the Sunday for the Paint and Sip. This is going to be magical. It's going to be a pivotal point for many people. It's going to be a change agent for you guys. So I'm so excited for these, and I just can't believe how cool it's going to be up there with you all. Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side. Have a wonderful weekend.